So, obviously, with Flashpoint, one of the characters who's potentially most affected is Joe.
Yeah.
Because your whole relationship with Barry's got to be fundamentally different in the changed timeline, right?
Absolutely different. It's completely the opposite of what you're used to seeing. And not only that, like, my relationship with all the characters is completely different. I have like a whole lot of tension with my daughter, Iris, and I have kind of the same relationship with Wally, but Wally's got a whole nother life going on that Joe knows nothing about.
Right.
He's well aware of the Kid Flash, but doesn't know that Wally has anything to do with that. So it's almost like playing a completely different character all of a sudden, which is fun for me as an actor, but as characters, we're like, all of us are sort of like trying to adjust. We're like, wait a minute, something's different here, you know what I mean? Like, so it's been really interesting so far, really interesting.
Did you all pick Kavanaugh's brain and just be like, how did you do this for 2 years?
No. I mean, first of all, the guy's talented as hell. So, like, there's no mystery as to how he does it. Like, he's really talented. He knows what he's doing. So, no, and it's going to be completely different again this season. So, like, I can't wait to see what he pulls out.
I think one of the great things about this show is the way that they're able to layer in all of these relationships so they kind of fit together, and Barry is like a load-bearing unit, essentially. Yeah. Is that kind of a key part of why Flashpoint makes the whole world kind of fall apart? That like you've got this kind of elaborate puzzle that falls apart because there's a missing piece?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it is. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. Like, there's literally one piece missing, and everything falls apart because of it. And, like, it all literally sits on Barry and the Flash's shoulders. So, there's that moral dilemma of like, okay, I made that decision and I changed everything. And is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Obviously, things are really different when he comes back. And, the big moral dilemma this season will probably be, how much can I affect time? And how much should I affect time? And when I do affect time, how do I deal with the consequences? Because there are always consequences.
So for us comic book people, where like the world of Flashpoint was just a disaster, is it a little bit less clean cut in the show then? Is it a little bit more like Barry might not be 100% wrong?
It's definitely, the edges are blurry. Like the edges are really, really blurry. Like, I think the best part about doing this is shaking the whole thing up. It's like all these characters and all these circumstances were in this box, and they started to fit together really, really well. And then Barry came along and went like this, just shook it a little bit, and everything's different now. So, like, how do these pieces go back together? Or do they ever go back together? Or do we have to get a whole new box? It makes for a great third season.
All right, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.